Health News tonight, what works best when it comes to treating military personnel with post-traumatic stress disorder. UConn study is looking into answering that. News 8 medical reporter Jocelyn Mementa is here with more on this study.
And Darren, I sat down with Dr. Julian Ford, the lead researcher for the study. He is comparing the widely used PTSD psychotherapy to a newer one, which focuses more on how to manage highly charged emotions so soldiers are better able to transition to life back home.
The number of men and women coming home from Iraq and Afghanistan with post-traumatic stress disorder is often underreported. Equally concerning, the number of them who do not seek treatment.
And many of them are skeptical about any kind of psychological treatment.
Treatments that psychiatrist Dr. Julian Ford says require them to relive traumatic experiences on the war front. That's why he developed a therapy at UConn Health Center, enabling soldiers to overcome that heightened readiness of threat and survival.
What we show people is that it's possible to have the same sense of alertness and readiness without going into that survival alarm state.
Through repeated practice.
One of the things that I needed to do was remember that I was here in the United States and not in Iraq. I was not in danger.
Retired Marine Lieutenant Colonel Michael Zakaya is now able to control his PTSD.
I used to have terrible road rages, and I had a number of problems with reckless driving because I drove like I was in combat in Iraq. But I have a picture of my son on the windshield visor, so when I have a reaction, I look at him and I remember, that this is where I am and I'm not being shot at, and I'm not in combat.
Grounding images like that, Dr. Ford says, turns off the alarm system of the brain that triggers PTSD.
Then that memory center is able to send that information to the brain's thinking center, which in turn then signals the alarm, I got it under control.
But how it stacks up against the widely used psychotherapy for PTSD offered by the military is the focus of Dr. Ford's ongoing study at UConn Health Center.
I found it very effective, personally.
He needs more men like Michael Zakaya to sign up.
Dr. Ford hopes to publish the result of the study next year. If all goes well, it could be sufficient evidence for the military to consider adopting it. For more information on how to sign up for the study, log on to WTNH.com.